This weekend we're visiting our beloved Quebec City.
We're bringing you with us to play tourists. Alright, let's go outside. Will, where's your toque? It's minus 20.
I don't need a toque, it's only minus 20.
Our van build is coming to an end, but don't worry, we'll be back on that series to show you how we complete it. For now, we are starting this new series. We are bringing you with us in Quebec City, our beloved city, as we said earlier. For the first video, we are visiting the most touristy area to show you all the hidden gems, what the fuss is about.
And in the next videos, we'll show you the more local sides of Quebec and the area surrounding Quebec, so other regions.
For now, it is February, so we'll show you winter time in Quebec. We'll be back for other seasons as well.
Let's get into the video. Our visit starts with our province's parliament. Quebec City is the capital of the province of Quebec. So yes, there's a Quebec inside of Quebec. And our parliament was built in 1877.
It's a beautiful monument worth checking out, so we recommend starting there.
It's a central point in the city, close to the local side and the touristy side. And now let's step into the tourist side of Quebec.
So what is considered the touristic area of Quebec City is the old part of the city, the old Quebec. Within the walls, actually, so inside the fortification of the city is the most touristic area.
Once you pass the Louis Gate, St. John Gate, or Kent Gate, that's when you actually enter the fortifications of Quebec, and you are now in the old town. Historical side note, to understand why Quebec is such a historically important city, we need to go back over 400 years ago. Quebec City was founded by this guy, Samuel de Champlain, a Frenchman, in 1608. But why did he choose here? For three reasons: the cliff, the fur, and the river. The cliff, because Quebec is located on a hill that is almost 100 meters high, so it's a great defense position. The fur, because that was the main way of commerce back in the 1600s. Thirdly, the river, because it is at this point where the St. Lawrence River converges in its narrowest part. Because of its importance, Quebec was attacked a total of 4 times. 3 times by the British and once by the United States in 1775. We'll get to that. The first attack was in 1629, second attack in 1690, and the third attack in 1759. The most important battle of all was in 1759. Quebec City was under siege for many months by James Wolfe, the English, of course. But the French were managing to repel Wolfe's attack until the 13th of September, where the English found a weak point in the French defense. They actually found a trail that led from the St. Lawrence River all the way up and behind enemy lines. So the English troops used that weakness and led their army to the Plains of Abraham. Then they waited for the Marquis of Montcalm, the French general, to bring his troops to the Plains of Abraham to deliver one of the shortest battles in history. It lasted 20 minutes. Granted, the French retreat lasted over an hour, but the actual battle was very short. During the battle, both the French and English generals were shot and killed. From there, the English would capture the rest of the French colony and we would be under English rule. The English treated the French actually really well in the most part. That is one of the reasons why we didn't have a massive uprising like the United States. No, not this one. Yeah, that one. But, as mentioned earlier, the United States actually attacked Quebec City in 1775, but it was a massive failure. Sorry guys. From then on, Quebec would thrive in many different aspects. Quebec would thrive as an industrial city, cultural city, and for many agricultural reasons in its different regions. Alright, let's get back to the video.
Just before you pass through the St. John's Gate, you'll find a town square called Cavi Duve. You'll find a skating rink, so you can skate there. It's a beautiful architecture, almost looks like a movie set in between 3 theaters. So it's a really cultural center of the city. During the carnival, the winter carnival, you'll probably find snow ice sculptures all around. So that's what you are looking at right now. Touristic areas are known for pricey restaurants, places that only tourists would go to, but there's actually many really nice places that even locals enjoy in the old town of Quebec. So we are pointing out a few restaurants we really like that we go on a daily basis except for COVID time.
We recommend the Sapristi, this one here on the St. John Street, or this one in the lower city, the pub Saint Alexandre. In the Champlain Street, there's the restaurant Le Lapin Sauté. And for the best breakfast in town, go to the Buffet de l'Antiquaire. In Old Quebec, there's definitely a lot of shopping to do, either on St. John Street in the Petit Champlain. We definitely recommend hitting this store called Simon's. It is a local enterprise founded in 1870. It is the first of its stores, and now it's a well-known clothes brand in Canada. 1870, it's older than our parliament. Oh, and if you're a geek like me and you like comic books, this is my favorite comic book shop in the Old Quebec city. Old Quebec. Right across the street, right there.
Walking towards the end of St. John Street, you'll end up by the Chateau Frontenac, which is not a castle, it's actually a Fairmont hotel, constructed in 1892. It's a landmark for Quebec City, definitely.
And for the world, because it is the most photographed hotel in the whole wide world. It's crazy. Here in Quebec. Right in front of the Chateau Frontenac, there is the Dufferin Terrace. It is a beautiful walk, big boardwalk actually in the upper town. Overlooking the river, you have a magnificent view on the St. Lawrence. Definitely a hot spot to take lots of pictures. On the terrace also, if you want, there's an actual slide there. It's there since 1884 and you can rent a sled, go up and slide it all the way down. It goes really, really fast.
So from the terrace, if you're looking towards the St. Lawrence River, on the left corner you'll see the Ile d'Orléans, which we'll have a video on later down the road. And you have also Lévis, which is a city in front. We recommend taking the ferry and have a nice view on the Chateau Frontenac from the other side.
Fun fact, did you know that inside of the fortifications, the old part of Quebec, it is actually a World Heritage Site? Yeah, we're part of UNESCO. Something very important to note about Quebec is that it's separated in Upper Town, Lower Town, meaning that you're going to go up and down lots during your travel here in Quebec. It has some advantages though. It means that you can eat a lot because you're going to be walking a lot.
So put on a good pair of shoes. It's all about hills, stairs, all across the city. From the terrace, you take the stairs going down the hill towards the Quartier Petit Champlain, which is another gorgeous side of the city.
The actual Champlain Street was voted the most beautiful street in Canada.
On top of that, we encourage you to just get lost in all the small streets of the city. They're all just so charming, one more than the other. Yeah, you'll find the architecture amazing, colors amazing.
Fun fact, that's the smallest house in the city of Quebec.
Okay, let's get on with the video.
You can really feel the European vibe here in the Petit Champlain and the New France style. Although a lot of buildings aren't necessarily originals, most of them are very old indeed.
Pay attention, in that part of the city, you'll see a lot of paintings on the walls, on the buildings, representing different sceneries, different...
Historical figures.
Yeah, exactly. So pay attention, they'll surprise you.
Walking all around Old Quebec, you'll also feel that you're in a military city. We have fortifications all around, a citadel on the top of the city, and you can see cannons everywhere. Like everywhere. We have like over hundreds of cannons here.
We mentioned taking the ferry to have the most beautiful view on Quebec City. Well, it is right here in Quartier Petit Champlain that you're going to take the ferry in the lower part of the city. It's around $7 for a round trip, which is totally worth it. And it's even better if you can make it at sunset.
Walking around in the old Quebec, you'll also find a lot of different town squares. We already mentioned Place du Ville, but there's also Place de Paris and Place Royale. Place Royale is a beautiful square where you have a church, boutiques, coffee shops, and fun fact, that's where one of the final shots in Catch Me If You Can was filmed.
One thing that's amazing with Quebec City is that you really can come and visit at any time of the year. During the winter, I would say it is definitely really special, feels magical, feels like a movie set sometimes, all set up just to be much romantic. So come and visit us, whatever the weather.
Safety sidebar.
So it is still a global pandemic. We are not encouraging anybody to be traveling right now. We are mostly wanting to give you a taste of it so you can add it on your bucket list for a future plan, another season for sure.
That's why we're not visiting Europe and visiting our own city. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
I hope you liked this video.
We hope it makes you want to go outside even in cold weather. Let us know if you've ever visited Quebec in the winter time, which is a really special time.
If you like this video and want some more content like this, please leave us a thumbs up. We'd greatly appreciate it. Also consider subscribing to our channel and checking out our other videos.
Bye!
Cheers guys! No.